Good evening, one and all. You join us for this T20 between the Chennai Super Kings and the Bangalore Crowns. I'm Adam Gilbert.
போன மேட்ச் தான் கேவலமா அடி வாங்கினேன்.
Well, if they lose this one, a lot will be given this decision.
மறுபடியும் முதல்ல இருந்தா.
It really does look risky.
Players making their way out. It's a great prep. Out here today, plenty of atmosphere. Around this ground, plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game, and there's some quality players in both teams, so I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens.
To the side of bowling, slightly fuller. And they've been put away. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Great shot through the gap. Couldn't get it through the field. That's the over. The Crowns are 8 for none.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
Ahmed, pace bowler coming into the attack. Doesn't beat the infield.
இவ்வளோ ஒயிட்டா போகுது. இப்போ டெஸ்ட் பண்ணி பார்ப்பாரு.
Beats the field with a great shot. And gone. Fantastic catch. Out. What a screamer.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this inning. It's a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Massive outside edge. End of the over, 4 off it. The Crowns, 12 for 1.
That was a more settled second over of power play. The bowlers did well.
Curran, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the press box end. Curran from the press box end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Big edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, putting pressure on the batter. What a shot. He hit that one hard, no need to run.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Some adjustments to the field. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
Onto that early, that could be 4. End of the over, very nicely bowled. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
How will he reply?
Cuts it off well in the infield. Comes down the wicket and drives that in the air. Great attacking play by the batter. 4 more.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Huge edge. Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go.
Shit. ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ் கால்ரா அது.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. We'll have to be very happy with that last shot.
Some adjustments to the field. Might look to go big again here.
Misses everything. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Crowns 34 for 1.
Well, it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Square cut, finds point, no run.
இப்பதானே உசுர கொடுத்து ஃபீல்ட மாத்தினேன்.
A few moves made in the field.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
They picked the slower ball right away. It wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Well, Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Smashed all. Over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the university end.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Oh, my, that's just flown off the middle.
Wow! Power off the front foot goes all the way.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we'll see some big fielding changes coming. Going with spin now. Great shot through the gap. Great shot, punched straight to back of square leg though.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. How will the bowler respond?
Driven on the onside, straight to mid-wicket. Perfectly timed. Seven runs added in that over. The Crowns are 61 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Edge, amazing delivery. Patinara shouldn't be too. Worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Going more defensive now with the field choice.
Edged, unplayable. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edged. Straight to the fielder. Edged it. Edge, but it drops safely. 4 runs added in the over. The Crowns 65 for 1. Judea from the press box end. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. No, terrible shot. Everyone's gone up.
வாய்ப்புகள் கம்மிதான்.
That's a real shame. It was a brilliant innings. It was heading for something special. Good wicket to take at this stage.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, and collect that one though. Really good over, takes the wicket and keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find some boundaries. Ashwin coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Couldn't get it through the field. Edge, what a ball! Wow, that's missed a lot. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Lots of pressure coming in the bat. You have to wait just a little bit longer to face that first ball. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Four runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
Doesn't beat the infield. Pandy taking guard. He's been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Jadeja has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they work the ball around nicely.
That's a big one, maximum, away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Driven on the onside, straight to mid-wicket. Oh my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
How clean did they hit that? Plays it immaculately with a straight bat.
Great shot, pulled straight to back square leg though. Finds the fielder with that shot. Run rate slowing down a bit here. A sign of the bowler. Need to have some positive batting here to get out of this run. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the press box end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Drilled that one away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the leg, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Massive outside edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, putting pressure on the batter.
On the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Nearly gets the edge. Patagana with a great delivery there. End of the over. 8 off it. Crowds a 92 for 3. Dubé coming into the attack from the university end. Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto that early, that could be 4. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs on. away.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Pulled away straight to square leg.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Guy, I don't think we'll be too happy with their bowl at the moment.
Still honing in on their lines. Batter happy to let it go through.
Over pitches and a surprise.
Ayyo, marutanda.
That could be four.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back.
Where field mari.
But with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Aha. Nasama
It
butchra.
was timed well for four. Gee, that was a good shot.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket.
வேற என்ன பண்றது?
That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic.
Nasama butchi.
Just missed it. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. A very professional innings this. Passes 50. Will certainly be looking to push on.
Edge, but it drops safely. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Dubin from the university. Edge unplayable. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Time that perfectly.
அடிக்கிறானுங்களே.
Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Two straight. It's just been held
Kitty wipe
on its way
review.
for a maximum. Fine shot there.
All the
இல்ல
way
நாசமா போச்சு.
right out of the middle.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Misses everything. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Been some really good overs
Yeah,
strung
that one,
together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Great shot, pulled straight to back square leg though. Edge, what a ball! Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Massive outside edge. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a
ரெண்டு
brutal
பால் கண்ட்ரோல்
exit.
பண்ணா மூணாவது பால் பறக்குது.
Not be long before the thumbs up. That was a really well stroke.
என்னடா மெசேஜ் வந்துனே இருக்கு.
Sixth last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Ahmed, the left-arm medium fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the university end.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Heel wide.
Incredible.
Wow.
What a grab. Out. What a screamer.
That's a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Edge, but it drops safely. That's the over. The Crowns are 148 for 4. Curran from the press box end. Edged, unplayable. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Big edge. Edge, amazing delivery.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Perfectly timed.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and easy. Just threw the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Encouraging the bowler to take a few more risks as the field's moved around.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Curran has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the
Last
momentum
over.
going forward.
There was
Swinging
some
idea
wonderful
for
stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Edge, what a ball. Massive outside edge. Huge edge. Finds the edge. Thick edge.
அதான் 2 ரன் தான் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். சூப்பர்.
And the innings comes to an end. The Super Kings will need 161 runs.
ஒரே நிமிஷம் ஹைலைட்ஸை பார்த்துட்டு நான் கால் பண்ணிட்டு வரேன்.
openers are coming out. It's a very
தயவு செஞ்சு நான்
gettable
விக்கெட்
ball.
ஓடக்கூடாது.
Just need to get off
அதுக்கு
to a
ஏதாவது
good start
பண்ணியே
and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match. First ball, but didn't get anywhere near that one.
விக்கெட் அடிச்சு எங்கிட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கு.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes, though, you've just got to accept it and move on. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
The shot's certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. There's a chance if it hits. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Hazelwood, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the university end. Saw that early. No one's catching that. That's a great shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh dear, it's going straight to mid-wicket for the easy catch.
An innings that promised much and really in the end delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come on the bat quicker than you thought. Dubin ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. And caught deep mid-off with a
ஐயோ தப்பு பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டேன் மறுபடியும்.
great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air. They've taken a good catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. End of the over, 9 off, the Super Kings, 26 for 2.
2 overs gone.
Now,
They're off to a
Buddha.
superb start in this power play. 12 plus and over, well ahead of the required rate.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. No, terrible shot. Great shot. At least one on offer. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Needs a direct hit.
അയ്യോ
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display at the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
Wow, that's missed a lot. And one strike that is right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. How will he lie?
எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இன்னையோட இந்த கிரிக்கெட் ஸ்ட்ரீம் எண்டாயிரும் நினைக்கிறேன். இதுல நான் அந்த டிராஃபியை வேற வின் பண்ணணும். டிராஃபி
Top of the bowling, tried once too many times to show ends, but received a warm reception from the crowd.
Nearly gets the edge. Hazelwood with a great delivery there. Can't get that outside the field. Misses. That's a big check.
ஒரு நிமிஷம், இது ஏன் என் வாட்சிங் இவ்வளவு அதிகமா இருக்கு? எனக்கே கொஞ்சம் பயமா தான் இருக்கு இவ்வளவு வாட்சிங் வரும். நிஜமலே 12 பேர் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்களா? சரி, நம்ம நம்மளே பார்ப்போம். அட்லீஸ்ட் பாக்குறவங்களுக்காச்சு நான் இந்த டீமை ஜெயிக்க வைக்கணும்.
I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Hazelwood will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
All gone in the power play, and it's a healthy run rate at the moment, thanks to some great power hitting and some well-timed shots through the gaps, keeping them ahead so far.
Trouble. Could that be out? Looks like it.
சிம்பிள் 1 ரன்னுக்கு ஆசைப்பட்டு அவுட் ஆகுறேன்.
Now that's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Doesn't beat the infield. Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. Misses everything. End of the over, that's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Hazelwood from the university end. thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut her off. Nice shot. Straight to gully. Oh, wow. Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Too much width and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the wicketkeeper. No more short balls this over.
End of the over. Very nicely bowled. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
பவர் பிளே முடிஞ்சா இனிமே எங்கிட்ட அடிக்க விட மாட்டானுங்களே.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Winds up and misses. Looks like they were a bit too early on that shot. Lovely cover, straight to the extra cover fielder. Good pick up, big chance.
நாசமா போச்சு. என்ன அடிக்கலாம்? Wait a minute. Yes. Nope.
6 runs added in the over. The Super Kings, 54 for 5. Dale coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Great shot through the gap. Couldn't get it through the field.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Five runs in that over. The Super Kings, 59 for 5. Kuma, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the press box end.
That's the one and only short one for the over. Always good to throw it in.
Game name what? It's Cricket 24, bro.
Off the middle of the bat.
Ball swing.
What a lovely shot. Really
Okay, bro. பாத்துக்கலாம். ஏதாவது பண்றேன்.
To the boundary.
Was quick onto that in the infield. That's the over. The Super Kings, 64 for 5. Sharma, the left arm, is coming into the attack from the university end.
Spin.
Great commitment. Two straight punch.
Bro, tell me again what? 24? Cricket again 24. Cricket 24, bro. Just Cricket 24. See in my title.
Curran watched it closely and let that go through.
நல்ல அடிக்கல. ஹாய் ப்ரோ ஷஃபி ருடன் காலைல பார்த்தேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் எல்டன் ரிங் வந்தீங்களே ஓகே 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 ஈவினிங் போடுவோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு அப்படியே ஃபயர் ஜெயிண்ட் அடிச்சுட்டு மேலே ஏறிடலான்னு அதுக்கப்புறம் இவன் அடிக்கணும்ல
Dale, the
Maliketta.
left is the new bowler from the press box end.
Yorker, bro, please. Bro, I'm the batting one, bro. You also put it in.
Good catch, out.
Nasama Butch.
Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
இது நியூ வெர்ஷனா?
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come on the back quicker than you thought.
Out of the ground, please. அடிக்க தெரிஞ்சா அடிக்க மாட்டேனா ப்ரோ? அதுக்கு பஞ்சாயத்தா இருக்குன்னு அவ்வளவு விக்கெட்டையும் விட்டேன்.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Good pick up, big chance. King weren't given much of
இன்னர் சர்க்கிள தாண்டி அடிக்க முடியல.
Sharma from the university.
என்னதான் ரன் மட்டும் தான் ஓட முடியுது இப்போதைக்கு. கவர் டிரைவ் ப்ளீஸ். கவர் டிரைவா? கவர் டிரைவ் போடமே அடிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்களே.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Scoop shot, please. Bro, அதெல்லாம் எனக்கு ஆட தெரியாது bro.
No. Terrible shot. They go up here, but it might have been a bit short. We'll have to wait and see what the umpire says.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now. You need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Oh, great shot on the up. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Gone through the air for 4 more.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early.
Bro, I don't know how to play that.
4 runs.
End of the over. That's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting the batters build any momentum. Driven through extra cover. We'll get a single.
Easy run.
Seems to have misjudged that one. Ouch. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Wait. அப்பாடா
That's a lovely flowing drive.
இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது அடிச்சா டீமை காப்பாற்றணும் போல இருக்கு.
How will he reply?
Can't get that outside the ring field. Needs a direct hit. Misses. That's a big chance going begging.
ஆஹா 2 ரன் மிஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. Bro, I can't risk to take any wickets.
Nearly gets the edge. Dale with a great delivery there. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Smacks that away through the gap. Misses everything. Wow, that's missed a lot. Goes over the top with that shot. Trouble. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 95 for 7. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the press box end.
நாசமா போச்சா?
Worked away. It's a nice single. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front
But
foot
it's only field
shot.
மாத்திட்டேன்.
No point in chasing that one.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. 7 runs out of there. The Super Kings are 102 for 7. The left arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the university end. Great shot through the gap. Perfectly timed. There's a
That's
chance
all
for
the time.
hits. That looks gone.
അടുത്ത wicket.
Oh,
Shit.
great running.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It's a very
இந்த விக்கெட்டை வச்சுக்கிட்டு நீ என்ன காட்டு சுற்றி தான் சுத்த முடியும்.
pavilion.
Beats the field with a great shot.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. They go up, but it might pitch a bit short. We'll have to wait and see what the umpire says.
டே அநியாயம் பண்றீங்கடா. சும்மாடா நின்றுட்டு இருந்தேன்.
Cut short before it
இருந்த பேட்டரி அனுப்பி விட்டானுங்க.
really looked like
ஒரு விக்கெட்டை வச்சுக்கிட்டு
big score, but not to be.
That's a long way to walk out there, turn around and look straight back. Just want to get the first run behind them and then push on.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Massive appeal.
இதே அவுட் தான் கொடுக்க போறேன். ஏன்னா நாட்டோட கொடுத்துட்டான்.
Jeez, time that well.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but
இந்த ஓவரை டார்கெட் பண்ணி ஆகணும்.
interest.
ஆஹா ஃபீல்டை மாற்றிட்டாங்க.
Watch that in all.
It's asking to be hit, and it was smashed. It's gone high and long. Two maximums in a row.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see in a cricket match.
Taking guard. Been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly need to bring their A game today. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Great over. And a good chance that finally swung the match in their favour. On the way back now to the batter. Kuma back on now.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those.
பவுன்சரை ஃபுல் டாஸ் எப்படி எடுக்கணும்?
Oh, that's great early on. That'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. There was no point chasing that.
That's all.
That's a pair of hands to get the win.
That's it. They're all amazing bowling display. Felt the victory was own.
Good evening, 1-1. We're here at the...
இந்த மேட்ச் ஜெயிக்கணும்.
Probably not a bad toss to lose. The decision is to bat first, but I reckon having a ball on this pitch could be the smart decision.
These two teams always produce great games. We see some of the key players come out on the ground. It's a fantastic crowd today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first quarter. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Samson, I don't think we're too happy with their bowling at the moment. Pinged off that.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire something like that. Gets on front foot early, well-timed and 4 runs.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Have to be very happy with that last shot. Misses everything. Oh, boy, that's the maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right from me to the back.
Hit that one on the arm. A fabulous drive for 6. How will the bowler respond?
It's another one. Same result. 2 maximums in a row.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Guy drills that one away. That'll be 4 to the talent.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. What a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the Caps will stick with them.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over. Through the hands at it. Got it early, but enough on it to get 4. Might look to go big again here.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field. That's all. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
That's going a long way. What a shot.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls and maybe a bit of a momentum shift. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
That's your best.
அருமையா ஸ்லாட்டுக்கு வருது.
Plenty from these bowlers.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Can he come back with a dot ball? 4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous.
Archer from the Garganash temple. Wow, that's missed a lot. That sounded good. That sounded really good. That's the maximum. Scored 12 deep into the crowd.
Wow. Power off the front foot goes all the way.
It's asking to be hit, and it was smashed. Scored high. 2 maximums in a row.
That was even better. Decided to go for it again. Same result. Consecutive sixes.
Nearly gets the edge. Archer, great delivery there. That's four all the way. Beautiful shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. There's no point in chasing that.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Time that perfectly.
Those types of deliveries, if you make the most of them, the bowler will feel the pressure.
And the what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, you still have to hit them. Majestic batting. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Couldn't get it through the field. Trouble.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now. No. Terrible shot.
ப்ரோ எனக்கும் தெரியல ப்ரோ ஜாய்.
Late cut straight to the fielder.
Shit.
That looks gone.
எனக்கு தெரியல ப்ரோ எப்படி ஜாயின் பண்றதுன்னு.
Oh, great running.
அது இல்லாம நான் அந்த அளவுக்குலாம் விளையாட மாட்டேன் ப்ரோ.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Bowling fielders look really confident. Flex that one simple as you like inside the ring. Over, the Super Kings are a 2 for 1.
ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் ஷாட்ஸா? ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் ஷாட்ஸ் எல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணது இல்ல தெரியவா. இருங்க ஏதாவது பண்ணலாம்.
Coming on to bowl from the Garden.
இப்ப கரெக்டா அடிக்கலாம் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு.
Picks up 4, a lovely shot.
I don't know bro how to play multiplayers in this game bro.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat off. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Crunched over the onside, but the batter holds the pose as the ball sails. I reckon 12 deep into the crowd for a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your agents money for. It's flown into the crowd. Brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. How will he reply?
Shot should be runs here.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the lane
You want Dhoni
to
come
get onto the
இருங்க ப்ரோ
front
எப்படியும் விக்கெட் நான் டக்குன்னு விட்டுருவேன். ஏதோ இந்த மேட்ச் நல்லா ஆடிட்டு இருக்கேன். நான் சொல்லல ஒளிஞ்சு பாருங்க. சரிங்க உங்களுக்காக எடுத்து வரேன்.
Fantastic catch at cover point. Great athleticism.
Well, the end of productive innings. Didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Cover drive through cover point. 1 run.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Needs a direct hit. Dhoni ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Winds up but misses. Looks like that was a bit too early on that shot. That's a great shot, full of class, square drive for a maximum.
That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary.
End of the over. Huge 17 runs coming from it. The Super Kings, 117 for 2.
The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting into it and dispatching it for 6.
Oh, that's a great shot early on. Wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. Maybe pull up short of the boundary though. Oh, fantastic catch. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Over the infield with a cracking shot. 9 runs only in that over. The Super Kings are 126 for 3.
They've stayed in that super aggressive mindset. At this rate, their total could be unreachable.
The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Cool. That's a ridiculous catch. Super catch.
It's another wicket. It's the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about delivery.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on.
சூப்பர்ரா.
Again, see you
இவ்வளோ
later.
நேரம் நல்லா ஆடுன.
2 wickets on the trot.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
On a hat-trick now. Don't worry, the nerves will be there for the bowler and the batter. And the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Massive outside edge. Got to follow that last delivery. Found the edge, but no more, but putting pressure on the batter. Thick edge. That's the over. The Super Kings are 130 for 5. Has a run up from the Garganash temple. Smacks that away through the gap. Crash. Beautiful
Ooh.
bowling.
Nice.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
Great shot through the gap. Nice shot. Straight to gully.
ப்ரோ கேம் நேம் என்ன ப்ரோ? கேம் நேம் வந்து கிரிக்கெட் 24 ப்ரோ.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field. The end of a very tight over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Can't get that outside the ring field. There's a chance if it hits. Bowling the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Shankar in deep discussion with his teammate. It's close, but I think it's just clipping the stumps.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
ஆஹா.
Was there a bat on it?
Hey,
Feels
you can
as
miss
if
it.
there was.
சூப்பர்ரா.
This could be trouble.
Yeah, great review. The batter will live to fight another day, or another ball in this case. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's out. God, nowhere near making it.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
ப்ரோ நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் வி அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ப்ரோ போட்டீங்க? எனக்கு பாதி காட்டல.
Got that away nicely.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Samson, I don't think, will be too happy with their ball at the moment.
பிளேயா எனக்கு எப்படி கனெக்ட் பண்றேன்னு தெரியல ப்ரோ.
And really slowing down the scoring pace.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Drilled that one away.
அப்போ ஓகே ப்ரோ எப்படின்னு சொல்லுங்க ஆடலாம்.
Goes over the top of that shot. Was quick onto that in the infield. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep.
അയ്യോ തടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ ആടങ്ങ്.
Bang, ball, just stunning ball.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Hasn't run up, getting a wicket in that over. Really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters. Massive outside edge. Good pick up, big chance. Oh, great running. Oh, simple run out.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, I think.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come on the bat quicker than he thought. Cool that down.
ആടാ പാവിങ്ങള ഇவ்வளോ കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് അടിച്ചും 148 ആണ്.
Tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. The openers are coming out. It's a very get. Double total each. Just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match. Doesn't beat the infield. Pulled away straight to square leg. That's on. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover off, straight to the extra cover fielder. Sampson taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Edged it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, and collect that one. That's the end of the over. One run coming from it. The Royals are 1 for 1. Ahmed, the pace bowler, coming in the attack. Couldn't get it through the field. Finds the edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on the leg is obviously the way to go. Edge, amazing delivery. Edge, what a ball. End of the over. The Royals are 2 for 1.
Second over down in the power play, and they're off to a sluggish start with the bat. There's been a good mix of bowling variations, though.
Edged, unplayable. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slow ball away to the boundary. Might like to go big again here.
Smacks that away through the gap.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Massive outside edge. Great shot, pulled straight to back on square leg though. Straight through, good swing coming back in.
Nice again.
An innings that promised much and really in the end delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Difficult periods they come to win. They'll have plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Ashley, the spinner, coming into the attack. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Flex that one simple as you like inside the ring. Nice shot, straight to gully. Great commitment. 4 runs out of there. The Royals, 15 for 2.
That marks the end of the 4th over of the power play, and they're really stuck in quicksand, falling behind required run rate. Plenty of dot balls does not equal a great power play for the batters.
Edge, but it drops safely. Edged it. Huge edge. Big edge. Finds the edge. In T20 cricket, dot balls can be costly. If there'd be 6 in an over, it's just a disaster.
End of the fifth, and the bowlers have the batters in line at the moment.
Jadeja coming into the attack from the guard.
இது விக்கெட் இல்லையா?
Lovely cover off, straight to the extra cover fielder. Nicked it. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
பிடிச்சிருந்திருக்கலாம்.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Jeez, time that well.
Really good shot that, as they're now into the 20s. We can take plenty of confidence from it going forwards.
That's the over. The Royals, 23 for 2. Pakarara from the Van der Haar colony. Knocks them over. First ball
Nice.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers. He's got their tail up.
Straight to the fielder.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Glanced away nicely, but fine, short, fine leg.
They pick the slow ball right away. Wasn't about delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Edged. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, putting pressure on the batter. Massive outside edge. 5 runs in that over. The Royals, 28 for 3.
Working the occasional singles, the odd boundary. They just have to find something and gather momentum to get into this match.
விக்கெட். ஆஹா. ஒரு நிமிஷம் வரேன். ஹலோ சொல்றா. ஆஹா பின்னாடி இருக்கிறது மட்டும்தான். ஆமா ஏய் அந்த ஹுட்டி எடுத்துட்டு பாரு, அதுல இருக்கும் பாரு பின்னாடி. அங்க பேப்பர்ஸ் இருக்குமே, அதுதான்டா மாத்தி சொல்றேன்.
Caught, gone. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Ahmed, the left armer, is coming into the attack from the Van der Haar colony end. Knocked him over, just too much pace there.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated batter heading back to the pavilion.
Edge, but it drops safely. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Well before.
Fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away.
Beats the field with a great shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Time to perfection.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot, through the gap. End of the over, 10 off it. The Royals, 39 for 5. Drilled that one away. Can't get that outside the ring field.
ஹலோ எஸ் அதுக்கு நான் என்னடா ஏம் லைசன்ஸா
End of the over. 3 off it. The Royals are 42 for 5.
அடா பாவி
Occasional singles, the odd boundary, but they just have to find something and gather momentum to get into
பசங்க
the
யாருக்கு கால் பண்ணி பாரு தன்ராஜில் குரூப்பு அது எதுவும் இருந்தா அவன்கிட்ட கேளு ஏதாவது பார்த்து பண்ணிக்கலாங்கிற மாதிரி இல்லைன்னா நம்ம பசங்க யார்ட்டையும் குரு இல்லை தன்ராஜ்கிட்ட கேளு ம்
Massive outside edge. Ahmed over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Doesn't beat the infield. The Super Kings managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Ashwin coming back into the attack. Lovely cover off, straight to the extra cover field. On that early, that could be 4.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat, and got it into the gap, and all the way to the rope.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Six runs added in the over. The Royals are 56 for 5. Dubé coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting into it, dispatching it for 6.
Couldn't get it through the field. Comes down the wicket, drives that in the air. Great attacking play by the batter. 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on the leg is obviously the way to go. Misses everything. Over. The Royals are 67 for 5. Ahmed, the left arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. smacks that away through the gap. Edged, unplayable. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edge, amazing delivery. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. He's quick onto that in the infield. Oh boy, that's a
Get wide for
maximum.
go.
I want to know how far that's gone. Came
Illa.
right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Royals are 75 for 5. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Vanderhaar column. On the front foot, super shot, should be full.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Big edge.
Wicket? No.
Edged. Ashwin over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Gaikwad, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowl at the moment. Drilled that one away.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Goes over the top with that shot. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rates has climbed.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Edged, what a ball! Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot through the gap. Durrell muscles that away flat and hard in 4 more.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
After a bit of a slow start, these two have really started looking good out there.
ரச்சின்றாலும் பவுலிங் போட்டான்.
Premium this middle portion of the match.
ஹெட்மேரை மட்டும் காலிக்கணும்.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
எங்க போட்டாலும் இன்டர்செப்ட் தாமா. தாண்டி அடிச்சாதான் ஏதாவது போகும். கேட்ச் வந்தே ஆகும் எனக்கு.
Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg.
One to get for 50.
Straight to the fielder. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. After a poor start, these two have really got their eye in. Ashwin, coming back into the attack, has done well so far.
இது 25 ரன் டன் வெல் so far.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That is a difficult shot to play. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, recovering. Fielder had no chance.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that. They did that with maximum results. 6 more.
That's worth the ticket money alone. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond. Go for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Swept away, but finds the fielder.
ஜெயிச்சிருவானுங்களோ?
Well played. Could be a quick single.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Ah man, no.
Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Jadeja back on now.
நான் போடுறது வரணும், இங்க உள்ளது வரணுமா இருக்கு.
Massive outside edge. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Yes, wicket ra.
In the air, and cover takes an easy catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air. They've taken a good catch.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. Have to head back to the pavilion. Have to go for it now.
Edge, but it drops safely.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Edged, what a ball. Edge, amazing delivery.
4ல 2 ரன் தான்.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Someone different now to bowl it. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Wow, that's missed a lot. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Well, that's just a textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going. That's a great win.
DC குமா 6ல இருக்கேன். அடா இவங்களே 2 மேட்ச் ஜெயிச்சிருக்கானுங்க. என்னோட நெட் ரன் ரேட் மட்டும் அதிகமா தான் இருக்கு. டீம் எது இல்ல DC அடுத்த மேட்ச் DC கூட தான் இருக்கு. DC போலாம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். சரி, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இதோட முடிச்சுக்கலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இதோட முடிச்சுட்டு கொஞ்சம் லேட் ஆகும். ஐ திங்க் 6க்கு ஓவர் வாட்ச் வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.